Johannesburg leg of the SPAR Grand Prix series took place on a hot Sunday morning early in October. The venue was Marks Park in Emmarentia, and over 13,000 ladies arrived full of excitement for the journey that lay ahead. With the iconic jacaranda trees just coming into bloom, the 10-kilometre race got underway. This was the moment all 13,000 runners and walkers had been waiting for, and 1 block away, the massive group of walkers and runners in the 5-kilometre event set off with the same hooter sound. Now the entire Marks Park precinct was a sea of grey-shirted ladies. There may have been laughter and chatting further back, but up front it was mighty serious, as some of the best runners in all of Africa chased times, cash prizes and precious SPAR Grand Prix points. It took a while for the ladies at the back to cross the start line, but by then Yvette van Zyl had already reached the 1-kilometre mark. Last year's winner had plenty of company though, as Hilalia Johannes, Tadunare and Glenrose Zaba gave chase. In the early stages the route meandered through Greenside, a quiet, leafy suburb, part of old suburban Johannesburg. The runners were also moving steadily downhill, leaving plenty of climbing for later. All the Grand Prix contenders were up there, including Kesa Malatsani, Fortunate Chidzivo, Caroline Mahandu and Andrea Steyn. In the pack we found Comrades marathon winner and record holder Gerda Steyn, running her first SPAR race of the year. Although she is probably the best ultra-distance runner in the world, she is certainly no slouch over 10 Ks.
More than half the year is focused on Comrades Marathon. After Comrades Marathon I decided to take a good break, and then after that it's pure speed. I focused on speed training, getting the legs to turn over quicker, just focusing on getting the racing spirit going and preparing for my next goal, which is the New York Marathon.
But not everyone can run as fast as Hilalia Johannes. The Namibian SPAR Grand Prix leader achieved the best performance of her life 9 days earlier when she finished third in the marathon at the Athletics World Championships in Doha. As the leaders moved through Greenside, the field spread out because of the sustained pace of Johannes, Tadunare and Glenrose Zaba. This was a repeat of the 5 earlier SPAR Grand Prix races where Johannes and Nare were completely dominant. Approaching the halfway mark, the route kept moving gently downhill, and Kesa Malatsani used her strength and speed to ease her way through, first setting her sights on catching Caroline Mahandu and then Fortunate Chidzivo. The 2017 SPAR Grand Prix winner was on the warpath. So too was Gerda Steyn, who had found a new gear on the long downhill stretch and was moving incredibly fast. Ahead of her in the same green netbank colours was Yvette van Zyl, who now faced a real challenge from the Comrades Marathon winner. The situation at this point was Gerda Steyn in 5th, 10 seconds behind Yvette, who was in turn behind the leading trio of Hilalia Johannes, Tadunare and Glenrose Zaba. Our focus now goes back to Hilalia Johannes, who talks about her amazing medal-winning run in the World Championships just 9 days earlier.
The temperature was very high, at 32 degrees, and the altitude and the humidity, it was also high. Just during the warm-up, normally I warm up for 20 minutes. There I just did 12 minutes and I'm already wet. The good things of it, I was also ready for the event. I find myself lying at the position 3. Then I was having joy within me to the finish.
And now, amazingly, she was once again leading a SPAR Grand Prix race. Behind her, Gerda Steyn had passed Yvette van Zyl, while Glenrose Zaba and Tadunare were going head-to-head for second place. With Johannes well away, the drama behind her intensified, with the 4 contenders now together. Ahead of them, the long uphill slog towards the 7-kilometre mark. Caroline Mahandu and Fortunate Chidzivo, both Zimbabwean athletes, were battling it out for 7th place, with Kesa Malatsani as they fought the long uphill past the Parkview golf course. Ahead of them, Tadunare of Ethiopia had fallen behind both Yvette van Zyl and Gerda Steyn, who will soon tackle the massive New York City Marathon, part of her plans to qualify for the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo.
My finishing time was 2 hours and 31 minutes and I finished in 13th position. So it's almost knocking on the door of sub 30, also knocking on the door of the top 10. So I think it's inevitable that this year that will be what I will be aiming to do.
No athlete in the 13 years of the SPAR Grand Prix has won all 6 races, and certainly no one has done it scoring a full house of bonus points for posting record times in each race. This time it was the same scenario. We had Helalia Johannes with literally acres of empty space behind her. And so it was that Helalia Johannes, the Namibian World Champs bronze medal winner, made it a perfect 6 out of 6 in the 2019 SPAR Grand Prix. What a brilliant year she's had, including 3 national records.
Yes, that is how I run, because it is what my coach has told me, that whenever I came to an event, I must not worry about who is there, I must just run my own race. I'm not yet fully covered because, marathon is a long way, and it just came to my surprise to run the way I ran today, but I'm very much happy.
But arguably the best run of the day came from Gerda Steyn, the Comrades Marathon record holder, who charged through the field on the hills to secure second spot.
I think it's time for the women I want to show everyone that it is possible, and we are of that standard in this country, and I think once it's broken, I think there will be many other ladies in this country that will follow.
Johannes won in 33.16, 72 seconds clear of Steyn. Tadu Nare had to settle for 4th, while Andrea Steyn showed a welcome return to form in 9th place. Yvette, Glenrose and Kessa all consolidated their positions on the Grand Prix ranking list. Nare was again the top junior, while Shane Bosman, Judy Bird and Nancy Will took the other age group category awards on the day. Johannes won the 2019 SPAR Grand Prix with a full house of 180 points. Tadu Nare, Kessa Malatsani, Yvette Van Sail and Caroline Mahandu completed the top 5. So that wraps up the 2019 SPAR Grand Prix. It's been great fun and a tribute to everyone involved, from the organisers to the runners and everyone in between. In March 2020, the next series starts in Port Elizabeth, and we hope to see you all there.